Hey, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome back to the Road to Glory. I know it's been a week or just over a week since the last episode. Quick explanation on that. As you guys know, I was away at an EA event for like 3 or 4 days last week. And also it was La Liga Tots, and my team doesn't fit La Liga Tots really at all. So I was kind of waiting on Bundesliga to like increase my team and stuff. So that's that. And then there's also the fact that I lost the final. When I got back from the EA event, I did play the daily knockout tournament to try and unlock Thomas Partey. Because he looks really good and stuff, and he would be great SBC fodder as well, but unfortunately I lost that one, and I'll show you that just in a moment, how I lost the final. But this is from like the 2 ago, rest of the world Tots. I ended up getting the Brazilian right back Matos, and you could complete that SBC for like 30,000 coins, and this particular Tots sells for like 65k, 70k. Or I can use him as SBC fodder, right? Like that's the great thing, is that that's a relatively cheap way to get an SBC player. It was anyway. Since they've now upped it a little bit, it does cost a little bit more to get the rest of the world players, but of course they are higher rated as well. Now guys, if you do enjoy the Road to Glory today, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. We are going to make strides into completing the team for the Bundesliga side of things, but I did just want to briefly show you this. These were my scores for the first 3 rounds. I had a very exciting 7-6 game in the semi-final, and then, as you know, that's my team going on into the final against this guy, and that bronze centre mid, well, the whole team changes up, and he switches formation and stuff, but he brings on team of the season Lozano. Now that right there was dangerous. I go 1-0 up, and I'm thinking, yes, I'm 1-0 up in the final. First time around, I'm going to win this Thomas Partey, and it's going to make a great Road to Glory video. I'm going to get another Tots for the club. And then I concede like 16 minutes in to Lozano. And then a few moments later, like, look at him. You just give him an inch of space and he bangs it in the back of the net. Like, he was number 13, which is very unlucky. Unlucky for me that I was coming up against him. So it really stressed me out. Actually really annoyed me, because I'd played such great FIFA up until the final, and I got it back to like 3-2 in the 89th minute. At this point I was on full on attack mode, and then as you can see, he gets through and just seals the deal with 4 goals from the Mexican team of the season player, which sucked, and I ended up losing 4-2 in the final, and like there wasn't a huge amount of time left in the tournament. I needed to like edit and stuff anyway, so I had no more opportunity to go through and win it, and I was like super deflated after that one. So I just wrote it off. I was like, I'm not gonna make that into its own episode. I will just stick it in at the start of this one, and we will forget about La Liga week and move on into Bundesliga week. And as you know, this is what my team looks like right now. It is, however, time to sell Leon Bailey's 85 rated cards. Gonna lose a little bit on him, and I think he doesn't even sell for that 40k, and it eventually goes for a few coins less than that. And then again, like selling Goretzka. This is at the time of the team of the season actually had come out, so I switched the team for the moment to this, basically just bringing in Sessegnon on like 7 chem. Other than that, everything else is the same, and he can do the job that Bailey does. But I never end up using that team. I never needed to, because a few hours later, I decided to pick myself up a Leon Bailey. Team of the season. This is like the dream. To have Kane, to have Sterling, and to have Bailey, all of their TOTS versions, is generally like one of the things that I wanted most from the Road to Glory this year. So I'm actually buzzing to say that this is our squad right now, and it starts in the 4-2-3-1. However, Zaha can come off whenever, and then we can bring on, well, a number of players like to make it into a 4-1-2-1-2, bringing on a midfielder and stuff. But that front three of Sterling, all 3 of them are just awesome, you know, they're just ridiculously awesome. So I wanted to show you today my cheat code, my cheat code, my best way to offer you guys a solution as to how to unlock this team of the season Marega from the weekly objectives. And it is this guy right here. Here is the answer. He is the cheat. It is the 84 rated inform Abubakar. Oh, by the way, I've been selling up some bronzes. I nearly like stuck them all into bronze upgrades to try and make my way to get like 1 Bundesliga pack, but the grind would have been too much, and I probably wouldn't have ended up with enough players to do that. So instead I realized that they had value. I could sell them on and just make a few coins that way. So Ibra's coming off for this Abubakar. So I picked him up for like 43.5k, I'm pretty sure it was. And we need to score a goal with a Liga NOS player in 5 separate wins in online seasons. So my little tips for doing this is that because online seasons aren't necessarily super rewarding this year, it's better off. I mean, for objectives like this, it's better off to be lower in the divisions. You know, don't do it in Division 1 because it's going to be a lot harder for you. I typically stay around Division 4 on this account, and by doing so, it means that I'm playing at a slightly easier level, and I can bring on, this is how I play with a team, by the way, 4-2-3-1. Kane actually goes at cam, Sterling and Bailey out wide, and then I bring Zaha off literally straight away, put Abubakar up top. Because if I can get a goal with Abubakar, which as you can see here, you're going to see exactly my tips for doing this. So I score, and I run off, and I'm pretty sure I do the shush. I'm trying to annoy my opponents, because I want to get this done as soon as possible. So I'm using Abubakar, who is about the best possible striker that you can use to do this with, in my opinion, because he's kind of got it all. And then I'm actively like scoring a goal with that Liga NOS player so that I've got the objective done. And then after that, it's just a case of I need to win. So after that, I would either keep Abubakar on or bring him off, switch to the 4-1-2-1-2, bring someone like Munier on, and really like have a sweat mode squad. And then every time I'm scoring, I'm trying to score as many as possible, as quickly as possible, to try and make my opponent quit. Now, when I score, I will dab, I will shush, anything to try and get that scenario right there, where they just rage quit out of there, and I can get this done as quickly as possible. Now, I can let you know right now that it took me like 45 to 50 minutes to unlock a 90 rated team of the season player, and I paid 43.5k or whatever for the pleasure of using Abubakar, who you'll see later on what I end up selling him for. So I feel like it couldn't have worked out much better for us today. In this second game right here, I go 1-0 up with Kane before Abubakar even comes on, and then I get another early goal. 28 minutes on the clock, I'm 2-0 up. I've completed my objective for this one, and as you can see, trying to annoy my opponent. I just need him to quit. Like, I know it's not the nicest of FIFA etiquette, but at this stage, right, I literally I'm trying to unlock a player. Now, if I'm better than my opponent and I'm scoring multiple goals and stuff, as you can see, the first couple of games I've got to 3-0 in the first half, and that was the point where they were like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and leave now, because we're probably not gonna get the win out of this. I then come up against this squad right here in the third game, and I thought, okay, probably a game that we're going to lose, you know. He's got team of the season Firmino, Matic, Robertson, Ter Stegen. He's got 3 icons in there. Sessegnon's there as well. That Troy Deeney came straight off for team of the season Marega. This guy already had him, and I guess was probably trying to just destroy dreams for other people trying to unlock him. So I went super sweat mode on this guy. I go 1-0 up, I then go 2-0 up, but what you'll notice is that I haven't yet scored with Abubakar, so it was getting a bit dangerous. And then we finally get through. A few moments later, I'm 3-0 up in the 26th minute. This is where my opponents would normally quit on me. I'm trying everything. I'm going for the shushes and all that sort of stuff, but he just wouldn't leave. And I feel like, I guess he knew exactly what I was doing, and if I'm being an arse to him by shushing and stuff, he could definitely be an arse to me by just staying in the game and making me like use as much time as it takes. But I think eventually here I go 5-0 up, and that was like kind of enough for him. We're 40 minutes into the game, you know. There's still 50 minutes left on the clock. It's a long waste of time if I'm just going to keep scoring goals. So that was the point where he decided he was going to rage quit and let me have one more on my objectives. So with 3 games there, literally played 3 games, got 3 wins, got 3 objectives done. I need 5 wins, and the next game I come up against this. Really nice, colourful squad, lots of different items in there, but you'll notice he's got Brahimi with a stat card. He's got Abubakar, the one that I'm using, the cheat code, to try and unlock his Marega, no doubt, and I go 1-0 down. So we're in uncharted territory right now. This is something that I haven't experienced yet. Everyone I've come up against, even with better teams than me, I've managed to make rage quit. But luckily, I get my goal with Abubakar, and I realise this match is going to be a lot tougher. I think I subbed him off straight away, brought Munier on, switched it so I've got Kane, Sterling and Bailey as my main strike force, playing the 4-1-2-1-2, and I instantly go 2-1 down, you know. He whips in yet another cross. His first goal was a header from a cross. Second was a volley from a cross. I then get it back to 2-2 pretty much instantly, utilising that sheer pace from Raheem the Dream. Absolute god. Then Bailey does the exact same thing a few moments later. 33 minutes in this match, there's already been 5 goals. But this time, I've been the one to go in the lead. You know, I was 1-0 down, I was 2-1 down. He then equalises by yet another goal from a cross. Has that been like buffed or something in this game? Because I don't think I ever concede crosses. So it's 3-3. We move on into the second half. I go 4-3 up. We've both completed our objective in this game. So now it's just a tense battle of who's going to get the victory in order to get one of the objectives ticked off the list at the end of the match. I make a mistake and offer him a free goal in the 62nd minute. And I felt like a right idiot for doing so. But in the 78th minute, I'm through with Kane. Look at the pace from Harry Kane. It's enough to get past that defender and slot home to put me 5-4 up. Now, the thing you'll notice in this one is that I wasn't really shushing until this goal right here. I get the 2-goal margin, which is something I've not had for the entire game. 83rd minute. Am I going to ever give that ball away again if I get it back? Hell no. And my opponent knows this. And at this point, you can see he presses pause. And I think that after 83 minutes of real tough gameplay and a really good 10-goal thriller, he'd had enough. I got my 4th rage quit. But that was a really, really good game. So GG to that guy. We actually went fully back and forth. Loads and loads of goals. But I come out on top. Nice one. And then we go into this game right here. This could be the final game. I noticed that he's got 92 Griezmann. He's got 93 Aspas. He brought Zaha on straight away. But I go 1-0 up. I get my goal nice and early with Abubakar. 24 minutes on the clock. Sterling gets through. He manages to score. I go 2-0 up. And I think do I shush? Do I shush here? Yeah, I do. So this guy was good, and his dribbling was great, and he kept missing, fluffing chances, but getting past my defence. So I thought that it could be a lot closer than it was. I go 3-0 up here, well, I think we've got time for one more goal before he decides to leave. Sterling plays it into Kane. Bang, bottom of the net, 4-0 after 34 minutes. You can see that pause sign come up, and that is how you go ahead and unlock Team of the Season Marega in just 45 to 50 minutes. So that's how I did it. Definitely would say that Abubakar is the cheat code to unlocking this guy because he's just superb. Just bring him on as a sub, use your regular sweat team, sacrifice one player to bring Abubakar in, and you can unlock this guy. Now, I don't know how usable he's going to be. 2-star skills, 3-star weak foot, like terrible dribbling, but he's pacey, he's got a shot, and he's really physical. So I don't know whether or not, like, I don't know if we keep him, put him in for SBC fodder. I end up making profit on Abubakar right here. I sell him for 49.5k, and I bought him for 43 odd. So I made like a couple of K profit. But the most important thing is that we used him. We got the goals with him. We completed the objective. And as you can see on my bench right now, we do have a 90 rated TOTS for just playing for under an hour of FIFA. That's pretty awesome. So I've kind of got the dream squad right now. I did buy some players in the background, and I've got my Matos. So I've got like an 84 rated squad with Matos there, ready and raring to go for whenever the Bundesliga like stuff comes out. Obviously, by the time you're seeing this video, the guaranteed Bundesliga TOTS first pack will have been out. I will put that in at the start of the next episode because we're not even at 6 PM on Sunday yet as I'm recording this. So yeah, the start of the next episode, you'll see which guaranteed TOTS player I get. I am praying for either Goretzka, a Bailey, so I can sell the one that I've got. Like Wendell would be great. Any of the strikers would be good as well. But you just know it's going to be pretty terrible luck, don't you? I don't know who we're going to get, but I'm very excited for that. Guys, hit that thumbs up button on the video. Let me know if you use my technique to unlock Marega for yourself. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.